I'm Robin Lundberg, joined now by NFL legend Emmitt Smith, who's here with us on behalf of Bud Light. And Emmitt, I know you got this commercial with Peyton Manning. You had a lot of success in your career, but is there any quarterback you wish you could have taken just a few snaps with that you didn't play with?
Probably Tom Brady and maybe Patrick Mahomes. I don't mind taking a snap from Peyton, man. I took a Bud Light from him, so why not take a snap from him as well? But yeah, there's a few. There's a few out there. Dan Marino would have been one too.
There you go. Now, the team you did play with is playing well, and their quarterback is playing well. What do you make of the emerging Dak Prescott MVP campaign?
Well, it's still a little early to tell. And I think everyone fan favorite right now is Patrick Mahomes. No matter how well Dak Prescott plays, if it's down to him and Patrick Mahomes, most people are going to vote strictly Patrick Mahomes anyway. But Dak Prescott has definitely emerged and brought his name right into the forefront. But you have to remember this, and I think Dak understands this. Early on, they were trying to throw him underneath the bus, all because of a loss to the 49ers and the way we lost, but also just trying to throw him on the bus, trying to run him out of town. Now all of a sudden, he's the darling of town. So he understands that being in this threshold and being at this level and playing for the Dallas Cowboys comes with a lot of ebb and flows and swings. And he's just trying to manage those swings and win as many games as he possibly can. I believe in his whole heart, he would rather win an NFC Championship game and have an opportunity to go to the Super Bowl than to become an MVP.
But if it was Patrick Mahomes and Dak, who are you voting for?
I'm voting for my guy, Dak Prescott. That's me, personally. And I'm being biased. I'm going to tell you right now, I'm voting for my guy. It is what it is, because I want to see him become an MVP. I want to see him become a champion. Just like I want to see the whole team become exactly what they're desiring to be. I want them to experience what my teammates and I have experienced, and that's going to the Super Bowl and winning the Super Bowl. But in order to do that, they have to play well.
You know, I saw not too long ago you had said you would hold off on giving him a long-term deal. Have you changed your tune on that at all in regards to Dak?
No, I still feel the same way because at the end of the day, we're just a little bit over halfway into the season, and there's so much more football to be played. And oftentimes the conversation is not even about him. It's the conversation is really for fans to get involved. And so talk radio can have someone to call in and have these different conversations about. And so for Dak, I think he just need to keep his head down, stay focused, continues to rise up, and the contract talk will take care of itself.
You mentioned at the top when we were talking about the Bud Light commercial you did with Peyton Manning, Tom Brady would be somebody you would have wanted to play with. He recently said that the level of play in the NFL is mediocre. What do you make of those comments?
I don't disagree. I think when you start looking at some of the personal foul, roughing the passer hits, when you start looking at what they're asking kids and athletes to do in terms of not shot blocking in certain areas, and yet they want to talk about protecting players, and you got guys that are straight up bull rushing players and so forth. I mean, it is very hypocritical. The game itself is very subjective. And then when you incorporate the gambling aspect of it, and you have these humans making these human errors, and everything has become subjective. I mean, you're just giving people that probably never played the game an opportunity or a job to sit here and evaluate something that they never ever participated in at this level. And I think it's just not right. I think it's decaying the game, and not to mention, I think the quality of play is going down and has gone down.
You would get rid of sports gambling.
It should never be in a game, period. It shouldn't be. I mean, if you're going to gamble, the league itself should not allow it to happen. If you don't want players to be gambling, don't let everyone else gamble on it. If you're going to play fantasy football, play fantasy football. That's fine. That's fine. But if you want to start talking about all the odds bets and everything else, and you got guys taking knees and kicking field goals, and it's just at the right number, it just doesn't look good.
All right, Bud Light, tell us about the work you're doing, the commercial spot, and then the chance fans have to win a Super Bowl ticket.
Yeah, I'm thrilled to be teaming up with Bud Light in this new campaign to show how easy it is for fans to enjoy Bud Light during the football season. And what Bud Light is trying to do is engage with fans. And during the postseason, they're going to be giving away a lot of tickets. I mean, tons of tickets to fans to be able to give them a chance to go and have a very unique experience during the playoff to see some of their favorite football teams play. And 21 plus fans will get a chance to go to the Super Bowl to watch the big game, and that's awesome. And for Peyton Manning and myself, we had a blast shooting the commercial. And if you need more information on the campaign itself, just go to budlight.com, easy to score seats. Budlight.com/easy to score seat. Score a seat, I should say. Score a seat. Remember that. Score a seat.
We'll get the text put in there for you, Emmitt. I believe it starts December 1st. Fans can scan QR codes as well. We really appreciate the time.
No, thank you guys and enjoy.